Here we go.
All right, guys. So you guys can go over to Elijah's stream here. He's gonna be streaming and.
Yo, what's going on, Axie fam? Elijah here, back with the stream. Welcome everybody. We're gonna get it popping. Hopefully, I see some people in the chat here in a second, but we have a really exciting day and stream ahead of us here, and next couple days ahead of us. Let me just there we go. Okay, we got peeps in here. Let's get after it. People are going to be coming over from Theban's stream, and I'm going to get him on this as well, so we can go from just talking about Axie to actually playing some Axie games. I need a music check real quick. Are we good on the music? Is it too loud? Can you hear it? Can you not hear it? It's been so long, but guys, I've been traveling. I've been moving around. I haven't even had a monitor, just playing on my laptop. But in about a week, I'll be more settled and back to doing this a bit more often. I've missed you guys. I love connecting with you guys. And, you know, we got a couple weeks left in this season. So it looks like Sebastian can't hear any music. So let me just try to fix that and see if I can make this a little bit louder. And sorry, again, if you see OBS pop up, it's because I like I said, I don't have another monitor to put it off to the side for. But, you know, we got a huge event happening tomorrow. It's going to be, sound is good. All right, hopefully we got some tunes happening. It's our charity event, right? So there's a link in the description below to go and follow Theban, my co-founder, 1437, because that's where we're going to stream it. I know in my last video I said it'll be on METAT8 Esports Twitch channel, but it's going to be on his just to avoid any technical difficulties because the METAT8 channel is brand new. So make sure that you guys follow him. We'll be doing giveaways. We got a nice prize pool for our players, and we also have a 5 Ethereum donation from On-Chain Monkey, which is one of my favorite projects in cryptocurrency and in the NFT space. I want to quickly shout them out because, like I said, they're willing to give 5 Ethereum for the cause. And basically, in short, their project is NFTs for good. So the monkeys represent like social change. They do a lot of events for raising money for good causes in the world. And you can see here that like soon they're introducing what they're calling OCM Karma. Everyone who owns an original on-chain monkey is going to get like an insane second version airdrop to them. I own quite a few monkeys. I'm very hyped about this. This is both an original of mine, and then the second one that I'll be getting here is just decked out. So I'm not going to talk that much about it. I know you guys love Axie, but if you're interested, it's truly one of my favorite NFT projects in the space. Floor right now is pretty low, 0.36 to enter like an amazing NFT community. And by the way, last thing, these are simple looking because they're actually created on chain. So they're not stored on like an iCloud storage system. They were created all in one traction on the Ethereum blockchain, which just means that they can never be faltered with. So these are the OG monkeys. We got new ones coming out. Thank you so much to OCM. 5 ETH dropped right into our charity event happening tomorrow. Got some prize pool action. First place is going to get an OCM and 5 AXS. I think 15 AXS for second, 10 AXS for third. 6 o'clock on Theban's channel. And today, what we're going to do is get after it. We're going to play some games. And I've been playing this double plant bird team. So I'm right now at rank 50. I've been kind of bouncing around this season, you know, pacing myself. And this one is one that we were discussing today in training. By we, I mean the METAT8 team. And we were looking at, you know, obviously kind of the standard way of doing it is the hairbird with toothless. That's like what everybody is running right now. So we're wondering if there's room for post fight. I know it's not conventional. It's probably not super it's not super popular. I know it's not. But we're thinking like, well, maybe with the damage plant up front, it's enough, right? I think what we were discussing was like, we kind of think that maybe 2-0 costs up front with the hairbird is best because it helps with your energy conservation. So I personally like this plant. I can destroy like double poison teams. I can 2v1 them sometimes with this plant, which is kind of insane. I'm a fan of it. You got Biden's and Cattail for the card draw. But then we were thinking, well, no, maybe we can have the damage and then post fight to try to sort of counteract the meta because everyone's running hair. And obviously if you are faster, then you're gonna have the advantage in killing their bird before they can kill you. So I went 5-0 with it. I mean, it's going good so far, and you know, yeah, I'm gonna just play some games. Indes is in here, man. That's amazing. I think I also want to get Theban on the call, so let me just call him real quick, see if he can get on here and we can just chill. We were on his stream a minute ago.
Hello?
Yo, what's up, bro?
Yo,
can you guys hear
you?
you were watching the stream?
Yeah.
I was giving away all our secrets about the new trying to figure out.
I was
the
listening.
plans.
I was listening.
No,
to you giving away our strategies.
Yeah. But basically, you know, we're experimenting, right? Like that's what Axie is all about. It's about trying to figure out what's not just what's best, but how you can work around what everyone else thinks is best, right? You want to be first mover advantage. And I encourage you guys to get creative. You know, that's one thing about Indes that I absolutely love is I'll play him, I'll run into him in arena, and he'll be doing something completely different from everybody else. And that shows you why he's the GOAT. Like that shows you why he wins everything. It's like he's not trying to be a follower, he's a leader. And I love that. So, you know, obviously we all need to take from each other too and learn, and you know, we all play similar comps as well. But I think, you know, try to look at what's being run and grasp, like, well, why is this strong? Like, what makes this powerful? And then explore the options, explore your own inner Axie world and come up with something better than everyone else. Yo, Indes in the call too? Shit, that would be dope. I don't know if I can bother him right now. I mean,
I don't think this Discord call can handle that much knowledge, but you know, you can try.
Yo, that would be so much heat. That'd be I want to have Indes. I mean, I want to have Indes on the channel again. I reached out to him the other day. Like you know, originally on my YouTube channel, him and I were making so many videos together, and then like I don't really know what happened. We all got super competitive and went our own routes and had to really focus on our teams. So it's been a hot minute, but you know, obviously would love to have him on again. You're with the team Double and Enemies, Lamb. Bro, I can't talk to you if you play Double and Enemy. No offense, but that's just not it. And you're going to be hard capped on how good you can get, because that team is just like you press the buttons and that's kind of how that goes. Change the Lamb for the Goda ones. Yeah, I don't know. Probably. I think that's probably more. It's more annoying if I ever run into the Godas. I'm like, what the fuck? But yeah, Jello, what's up, bro?
Oh, the call. He's coming. Call him.
No, he's not. Is he?
Yeah, he says, "Where's this call?" Then.
All right. Enough is enough. Let's get him in here. Can you invite him in? Because I don't want to be again like I only have one. I don't have a monitor.
Wait. Let me. I have to add him first. I'll add him.
All right. Add him and invite him in. Yo, this is about to be system overload. Can somebody tweet as well? I guess I can do that too. You guys have to forgive me for just seeing my screen all the time, because I can't get away from it at this point. Holy shit. About to have 1437 and Indes live on my stream on YouTube right now. Whoa. This is gonna be sick. You're bringing him on?
Yeah, I added him. Yes, yeah, you gotta add me back, bruh, so I can invite you to the call.
We need a goat emoji here. It's been too long, man. That's all I can say. Here's the YouTube link. Yo, when I tweet this, I need you guys to go ham and retweet and tell your family and like, let's go, right? Because hopefully, yeah, we run some games, we talk strategy, you guys ask questions. Like, this is the time, you know? I'm gonna ask questions. I'm gonna be trying to see where his head is at, because he might not be grinding like super hard right now, but it doesn't matter. Like, as soon as Indes decides to crank it up a notch, he's gonna be in the top 10. Like, that's it. So, and I ran into him the other day. He was playing double Scaly Spoon and he beat me. So like, He's
With
a
the
step.
koi in the
he's
middle.
He's a step above, guys.
The koi in the middle, bro. I remember that.
I was doing so good too. I was like, oh man, I got him right where I want him, and suddenly I was done. I was just done. All right, let's see.
You might have to try to add him because.
All right. Yeah. Add person. Oh, don't I have? No, I gotta make a group chat.
No, you can just add him into the call.
Add
There's a right on the top right hand corner. It says.
I think I got him.
Yeah.
I think I got him.
Oh,
All right, there we go. There we go. So, are we good on music, audio, ratio? Everything's good. I'm calling Indes right now.
Okay. He'll see it. Maybe he's just not here right now. I'll jump in. Oh, there he is.
He will sabotage the push. Dude. Yo, Indes. We can't hear you.
You can't. Oh god.
Oh, he's setting it up.
Let me try to work this out then. Is that any better?
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah.
All right,
What's going on, bro?
I'm not bad. So are you?
I'm good, man. Like, long time no talk. We chatted a bit the other day over Discord, but it's been a while since we've been on a call. How have you been, man?
Well, I've had glandular fever, so I've been out of it for the last 8 or 9 weeks.
I know, that's what you told me. Damn, dude.
Not too great. But,
are you feeling?
Yeah.
Are you
feeling a bit better the last couple of days?
That's good. That's good. Have you been able to get into Axie at all, or you just been resting?
I've mainly been watching Karuto, but I've been messing around with some budget teams. Yeah, cheapest I've got so far is 0.072, but not bothered pushing into top 100 quite yet.
Whoa, hold on a second. Entire team 0.072?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Okay, I gotta pull up your marketplace real quick and see what the hell you're talking. Is that the Scaly team?
No, that one was 0.089. That was the one I tried playing for a couple of days. I got, I think, 2 MMR off was my best, and then I just gave up after that. But yeah, this new one with double aqua, and I just happened to stumble across. I think it was a fail. Somebody was going for an Arco midliner with Scarab, and they hit Teal Shell, and they dumped it for like 0.029. And so, I think there were 3 of them, so I got all 3.
wait, Scarab. Hold on. I want to find your team you're talking about. So it's a double aqua team, right?
Yeah. So
do you mind if I show it just for the fun of it?
Yeah, sure. So it's that one right there, actually. I'm on your stream. So yeah, that first Teal Shell. Then the backliner was one with Might Bite. It was Koi, Might Bite, Clamshell, Goldfish, and that was 0.021.
You have so many aquas, dude. You have 5 pages of aquas. Might Bite, Koi. All right. I'm gonna find this real quick so we can keep tabs here. So it's
that Scarab one is nasty.
Yeah, that's
Piranha.
Nice.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's nice. That's a nice Axie.
Yeah.
This is very much like Indes, an Indes Classic, which is the sponge aqua. Before you guys were all here, it was all pure aquas because, well, also at the time, Cuckoo had 40 shield and Piranha did 130 damage, which is absolutely insane. So he could do like 180 damage with one Piranha to like plants and shit. It was nuts. So with a multiple attack ups, but this is reminiscent of that, but with the bug damage mixed in, which is obviously great these days. And then you have this back here, budget Koi Aqua with the 0 cost. And what's your plant?
So the plant is actually my favorite part of the team. So if you go just to plants and then filter Sandal, it'll probably pop out straight away which one it is.
Oh yeah, this bad boy.
Is it the Navaga one?
Yeah, that one right there. So the thinking behind that one was I wanted to have the standard sort of serious speech Sandal. But then Navaga fitted quite nicely just to round 1 kill bugs if you get the right troll.
Oh.
Because it does a stupid amount of damage against the front bugs, and you're always quicker than them because they tend to be the sort of 32 to 33 mark. So the 34 speed just comes in just above. Can't remember what that one was, but I think it was fairly cheap as well.
Oh, dude. 0.02. 0.02. That's hilarious. I love that. And I'm assuming you're able to sometimes, a guy, obviously he's going to end with the Navaga as his last attack because the fish snack threat. So he gets like a Sandal Beach Navaga. It's like insane damage. And sometimes, sometimes he can probably lead with an Aqua card and get rid of the fish snack first and then 2 Navagas even. You won't get the damage bonus if you do it that way, but still fine.
It's a bit too much damage against the bugs.
Yeah, that's
Poor
hilarious.
things struggle against it.
That's hilarious. This is so cool. I love this. I want to get on board with a budget challenge. It's so fun to. This is where creativity comes in. Like once you guys have enough experience in the game, you can go out and figure this out for yourself. This is something I brought up a lot in the course for last season when zero costs were absolutely essential on the Aqua backliner. Bro, that brings me to my next question. Indes, I think, is not happy with some of the new.
He told you.
Yeah, yes, he did. Yes, he did. So he's not happy with some of the new Aquas that are out there, i.e., like all 4 damage cards, no zero cost. And I think the reason that came back is because there's less snail shell. But I want to hear your thoughts because it sounded like you weren't really that stoked on it.
No, so I've probably been asked about 7 times why 1437 doesn't use a zero cost on his backline Aqua. I don't know why it's used specifically, but it comes up all the time, whether I'm in the Axie Discord or in my own Discord. And so I understood the thinking with there being fewer chomps and stuns out there to have to play a zero cost to get around. But for me, with the double Aqua, I don't even like the Arco ones, to be honest. That was another one that I don't use either. I've still been sticking with the sponge and then a standard zero cost on the backliner. I was using Biden's at the start, and then I mixed in some Cuckoo as well with 54 speed ones instead to get in the right speed traps. But yeah, I think the main reason why people are preferring the Scarabs, at least with these high damage ones, is to get around the double plants. But
yeah,
to be honest, I don't find too much of an issue with double plant when I'm using the double Aqua, the standard one, just because lots of people are very obvious with how they play their eggshells, so you can win that matchup more often than not anyway, as long as you don't play everything into a bird.
Right. That's true. I think that you're going to be way more sound, though, around playing around the egg than most players. So I can see why this has been popularized. As far as 1437, you want to defend yourself. Well, you're not really playing double Aqua. Neither am I.
I mean, I play the only 4-card Aqua I have is like with my bugs right now. So it's weird. Like someone is saying I'm playing 4-card Aqua. I wonder what team they play
Olrak's the main one. Do you know Olrak? He's from Buaz, but yeah, he like mirrored your double Aqua team. And then he's always in my Discord. So after a while, he ended up transitioning over to Sponge. And then I think he's going back now as well. I can't remember, but he's got quite a story with double Aqua teams.
Yeah, I think like...
Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, I think it's like the 4-card, like you said, like there's no snails, there's no stuns, but like just being able to draw all your damage cards, especially against like bugs or something, just feels amazing, like in the bug meta. And I generally don't like attack with my Aqua cards into the bugs anyway. Like on my backliner, I'll use like my midliner, my frontliner, and stuff. And then later, like you just have more options. At least that's what I think. But I think it's still very inconsistent.
Yeah, that would be the main thing for me. Is just not having the extra flexibility. So although you're guaranteed to be able to deal damage more often, I think losing that flexibility when you get poor draws, even against the bugs, I'd still like having that zero cost, especially against the balloon teams. I would think. I mean, I haven't really played that much, to be honest. I found out what people use more off just watching other people in XGG. But yeah, those Pocky Balloon Aquas seem to be a pain in the ass.
Oh man, yeah, those are the worst right now. Theban has a very, very interesting midliner. Have you still been playing that team? Do you want to keep that top secret for now, or what?
Which one? My bug?
No, your Aqua with your bird balloon, with your hair bird. The recent Aqua.
Oh, that one. Oh, Risky, yeah. It's okay. Listen,
you didn't lose a game. Keep
all these are my secret technology. That's why I don't stream even playing my teams. But I'm sure like if someone accumulates all the teams I play, they'll probably know what the hell is happening. So
Yeah, that's the one thing about the old blockchain. You can always just track down what people are using, and I guess it's just the piecing together what what order you put in the Axies
Yeah.
that's left.
I mean, apart from like Indes and like Cairo or something, I don't feel like anyone else is gonna go that far to do that.
Oh dear. I would say that we've got a full list of addresses, but we don't go that far.
Yeah. So yeah, this is pretty awesome that you're doing this with your double aqua. Is it what was I gonna ask you? How long have you been running that? Have you made a little bit of a climb, or you just been chilling? By the way, Indes just won the last Axie tournament. By the way, like with it while being sick, so just shows you where he's at.
Yeah, so I just honestly picked it up. I think I don't know what the date is on there. I've lost track of days.
The 18th.
Yeah, whenever I bought it, yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah. So whenever I bought it, I played, I think probably 4 or 5 games on call with Jocko, because Jocko. It was funny. I was in the Axie main Discord, in the arena chat, and people were asking me. I think it was just about regular Scholar like double aquas, and I was telling them that, you know, if you don't have a high shield on your midliner, then you did something wrong in the first place, even without the aqua nerfs coming forward. So they asked me what other ones you could play, because they were saying Sponge was a bit expensive, and I was like, oh, well, Till Shell was one that I used to use a lot. And lo and behold, there were 3 of those that popped up when Jocko put in the search. So I just picked all 3 of them up. And oh shit, I was supposed to lend him one so we could test around. But yeah, it's definitely an interesting build.
Yeah, it is. Do you find Scarab to be your preferred bug damage card for the Aqua right now on the midline? I think it is personally for me. I find more value versus the Immortal Plants, but I'm wondering if you like if you could have found this at such a price with like Risky Beast or a Sandal, would you have preferred that?
Oh, I definitely would go with the Scarab here, yeah. But I do feel I missed the Platers damage a bit. But that's where the Might Bite comes in to sort of balance it out.
Yeah.
As opposed to, because I'm normally just running Bidens or running Cuckoos, so really not having that much damage against the plants at the back.
Yeah, Might Bite is kind of a slept-on card. When you stack it up, you know, that's some great damage that you're getting for free.
I had it in A tier in a tier list I did for Axie Tech, and lots of people were very confused. But I think it's just one of those ones that as soon as we see Twin Tail and Hero, hopefully, be nerfed in the next balance changes, even past the skill change, then there's more of a reason to play around with Square Teeth, Might Bite. Especially as the mouth slot on Mechs and Beasts is the one that's populated with the least damage cards. So you would think that players would be more inclined to use the Might Bite and then, you know, a Risky Beast or a Jaguar or something like that on the back, where right now everybody uses Hero, or everybody uses Furball and Twin Tail. So there's not really much room to use that. And then I guess if it coincides with like a Rice buff, which I think is probably quite needed at the moment, then we could see a lot of these Rice Might Bite things pop around, like the old Rice Confident.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you mentioned your tier list. I saw there you didn't have Cattail in S tier. Would you change that now?
Sunday's probably watching this stream, and we had a back and forth yesterday about this. So the metrics that I use for the tier list basically have it so that I couldn't put Cattail in S, because the way I did it was I did the strengths in their best build. So, you know, let's say a Furball Twin Tail Axie, although that's just hilariously overpowered, but let's say in the classic Toothless Bite one, like that is an incredibly strong Axie and an incredibly strong card, so you know, that's already up there in points. And Cattail, of course, most people are running that on the tail, so that's got big points for Cattail there. But then the other ones that I had were versatility and strength against the closest counterpart. And that's where I knocked Cattail down, was the versatility, because it's only really ever used on front tanks. Whereas if you compared it to a Hotbutt, really was the main one. I think Hotbutt can be used in more slots. So I had that above. But then also one little extra stipulation I'd added in there was S tier was cards I'd like to see nerfed. And I don't think Cattail needs nerf, so I kind of shot myself in the foot where I couldn't put it up in S. But yeah, to be honest, it's right in between A and S for me. S in that, it's very good in the best build, but I don't think it needs to be nerfed, and I also don't think it's the most versatile, and there's definitely other tails that are usable. And the difficulty with it is, are we talking arena or are we talking tournaments? Where arena, at least, if you face double bug and you haven't got cattail in your team, isn't made up of a bunch of aquas, you're pretty much fucked.
Yeah.
So if you're running in a tournament and your opponent doesn't have double bugs, I would think that most people would go for the tails. Especially if, let's say, you're playing a hot but the opponent has a Goda or a serious front tank, then you've always got that value there.
Yeah, it's interesting to see what's happened with a card that, or like how each time in the new seasons, the cards that like you thought nothing about. Let me turn this off. Sorry. Completely morph, right? Like no one really cared about Cattail like that much last season. I think it started to pick up a lot of steam as the Puntena became overwhelming. Like I was playing it, but now it's like an essential card because of the skill bonus, the beast bug damage, right? But like last season, you just had way more aqua damage, and like it wasn't absolutely essential. You could still run hot, but I mean you still can. I still see high damage plants with no Cattail, but it doesn't, it's like he said, it fares so badly a lot of the time. Real quick before we play some games, guys, go follow 1437 on Twitch. It's twitch.tv/1437. There's a link in the description. We're running our charity event tomorrow, which we're really, really excited about. We've raised 5 Ethereum to help people in the Philippines. That is courtesy of On-Chain Monkey, a project that I'm super, super bullish about. They've donated to help that out, and we're going to be raising awareness on how you can help as well, and bringing on YGG to discuss like what they're doing with the funds. But we're here to have some great games, bring some entertainment relief to people, hopefully as well, provide some joy through Axie, and show up, guys. Like it's going to be a great event. I think that's it. I think that's what I wanted to say. Oh, I was going to show the banner. Here's the event. So 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow, which is going to be 7 a.m. in the Philippines on Thursday. And yeah, 8 amazing players: Spam and Rice, Moonlight from Levox, Terrasic, the list goes on and on. Thunder from Axie GG. So
he's going to be happy about that.
Yeah,
he was not happy. We were in a call before in 1437 stream, and he was pissed off that he wasn't mentioned once when he was writing things in chat. So he's going to be happy he got mentioned there.
I didn't say his name. No, I swear I said Thunder last time. All right, okay, my bad. Thunder's going to be there. He's going to be playing some disgusting teams if he's using what he uses in Arena. So, yeah, I know there's 3 of us on the call, but I did say that, yeah, the stream will be on YouTube. You can watch it from the beginning. I did say I was going to play some games because on Theban we were just kind of chilling, and here we've been chilling, but talking about really great, valuable things, and super grateful to have Indes on the podcast, or on the stream again. But why don't we jump into it? And I think we're all like balanced enough to share thoughts without like over flooding one another. Before doing so, I do want to pick your brain, Indes, on the current double plant situation. Meta in the top 100, extremely popular. Ooh. There's several variations. I've been talking about this in recent YouTube videos. I know so many different tweaks that are being run, and I don't know if you caught the early part of the stream, but I was saying that we were considering experimenting here with the faster bird in the sense of like there's so much hair out there, and if you can time your attacks on your plants well in the later game, once eliminating their bird, you can get away without the hair beast damage and have a little more beast bug damage up front. What are your thoughts on double plant bird, the situation? I think a lot of people are going to love hearing from you on this.
Yeah, it's interesting because when I first started running it last season, I'd never envisioned that it would turn into just who can backdoor the other double plant bird. But here we are. And yeah, I think the Toothless Bite hair was definitely an interesting addition. And even more recently, we've got the Scaly Spoon ones on the mid, which, you really lose a lot of the damage. But
yep.
It falls in quite nicely with the backdoor, at least, because if you do kill their damage, you don't really need damage of your own because you've got the Scaly Spoon to reflect, or you just win in the 1v1. Mm-hmm. So the post fight's definitely interesting if you are just looking to beat out the opponent's version of that. And I guess if you aren't facing too many plant, reptile, or dusk heavy teams, other than opposing double plants that you've already got a leg up in, there isn't really all that much need for the hair on the build.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's cool to hear the synchronicity there in the thinking. We'll see. I said I'd experiment with it today. I went 5-0. It was funny. I played this guy. Who the hell did I play? Sorry, I'm up here now. I played this guy Sampex, and he runs the Hairbird. I'll just show you real quick, right? And I managed to starch that like pretty quickly and like win the game. I had backdoor round 2, like basically game over from there, right? I win. It did go down to like the plant 1v1, but I was already far ahead. Yeah, dead on mirror match. So I queue again right afterwards, and look at this guy. Are you kidding? He goes in his inventory, changes the bird, the low ID toothless bird, tries to flex on me. I was like, are you kidding? So he can go first, backdoor my bird? You got to be joking. So I was a bit annoyed, but why don't, before we jump into a game, we can just take a look. So I end up losing my bird in round 2. So it's like karma from the last game. I immediately get taken out. Bad news for me. But I'm thinking, maybe with some good timing and patience, and the double Goda, are you kidding me? I don't even know how I ended up winning this game. Yeah, it's about as bad of a round 2 as you could ask for. My Goda misses as well. Did get some cards there, which was nice. Let's take a look at round 2. So here, it's worth considering the beaches because of the Gravelant. I was considering them quite heavily, but opted not to. And I think, what are your thoughts on this position, Indes, being so far behind?
Well, I think it's definitely one of those plays that if you Gravelant's probably just going to lose the game anyway. So you are right to hold on to them and try and make more of an outplay with the shield from the beaches.
Exactly. I was trying to get at maximum value out of my cards here. I know that if I get shield bonus if I get more shield and attack and defend at the same time. That's something Indes taught me way early on. Always try to attack and defend at the same time. 40 shield twice, 80 shield, that's a lot to just be like throwing out the window and not using as defense. And it's defense that you won't have in the following round when he really brings the heat. I knew he wouldn't have a lot of aggression this round because he used all his bird cards. So I thought, you know what? Let's roll the dice. He actually doesn't gravel, which is fantastic for me. And now we get the 3 cards. And this is another situation where I considered a follow-up with like my midliner, even just a scaly spoon, because I thought if he plays anything up front, this might not be enough damage. But at the same time, when you're so far behind, you just have to take risks and go like, I hope it's enough because I need as much ammunition as possible. So I think, and here we can see the shield coming into play. The damage bonus from the beach allows me to actually get the kill. And he goes for that with his follow-up damage to kill my plant and misses. And if I had played the beaches the round before and rushed my plays, because a lot of people maybe have a bad start to a game and you just go, like F it, I'm going to play my damage, and you give up. And that's going to like lose you a lot of games that you can actually fight back in. Now, obviously, like, even though I have 15 HP, my only chance is to use the plant cards up front and get more damage in here. I suspected the single egg here, and I was kind of thinking, well, wow, that would be great. I get rid of the bird, and this is, like, truly the best possible outcome at this point. From there, we get it done. Like, I think I keep surviving with my plant, like, over and over. And I'll just go ahead and fast forward. Plant lives, Gravelant. And have you ever been in one of these situations, Indes, against opposite plants where you get into a 1v1 and you're both just like trying to out-gravel, out-scaly spoon each other?
I haven't actually picked up one of these scaly spoons, so I haven't had to play it, but it does seem pretty hilarious.
It's definitely annoying. Like, it's going to go to Blood Moon a lot of the time. And here we both use our melee because we know that that's going to get dusted. He heals back up. I use mine. I don't do any damage. So I don't know if that was good. Maybe I could have done something else instead. But now it's a matter of just I think what I did was I was extra patient. So he starts playing his catapults, and I just keep saving, knowing that with my shield, he's actually not going to be able to, like... Actually, no, I just play them too. But anyway, long story short, we do a lot of dancing back and forth, and somehow I win. Oh, the meta.
You know, one cool thing I saw, like, you can consider as well, because you're playing the plan in the middle and with the beaches. If you play like a Bidens on your mid liner, you can get like an extra 8 or 10 shield on your front liner.
Yeah, that's Kyrie's favorite play. I'm sure you may have seen. I think he bought it off you, didn't he? The bamboo.
Yeah, he bought it from me. These plants in here too, same ones.
Yeah, so he's been playing a lot of those single Bidens, and he's really seen the value from it.
Wait, you guys want to elaborate on that for people out there? So like, what you're saying is, sorry, repeat that about the Bidens and the shield bonus, so because some people might not be familiar.
Yeah, so if you play a card of the same class across different axes, you get a change shield bonus, which I believe is like 5 or 6% of the shield that you already had. So yeah, if you're putting up that shield, that little extra 8 or 10, as 1437 said, might be the difference to keep you alive, or at least keep you healthy if you've got so many cards on your mid liner already.
These are the nuanced things that the best in the game are thinking about. You know, Kairu has merged on the scene. He's coaching that GG guys. He's very, very tough to play against in arena whenever I face him. So, yeah, let's get into the action. Let's jump in. We'll all kind of, you know, I'll kind of make my moves or discuss, and then either of you can share your thoughts, and we'll play at least a game or two.
Sounds
Yo,
good.
Loki, welcome, man. Welcome. Yeah, I used to stream quite a bit more. It's been a while. Trying to get some life stuff sorted out in terms of living where I'm going to live. But I think we figured it out. So we'll be settling down here and getting more streams in the future. We got Indes on the stream, 1437 as well. Some heavy hitters in arena. I'm like 33 or 4, something like that, MMR. I'm top 50 at the moment. But, you know, I said this on Theban's stream, like, it's amazing seeing how the community has grown and the way people are helping out. Like, for instance, Indes has Kairu now to kind of like bounce ideas off of, and obviously way more Axie GG players as well. They have a whole tribe over there. I have Theban and Seb and some guys that like make life a lot easier, right? And in the sense that I can like lean on them and they can lean on me. We can talk strategy. So like Axie is a community game, and you're just gonna go way farther if you try to make those connections and find people that you can, what can I say, build with. So like, if that means finding the best players in your MMR bracket and like learning from them together and just keep like leveling that up, you have to try to do that. What are your thoughts on seeing how things have progressed in the community, Indes? Like since we like a year ago.
It's definitely interesting to see about some new guilds crop up, because back then, at least, it was pretty much Axie GG, Levox, and then CTG. As you guys grew, so it's interesting to see, you know, Buaz, the GZ guys, and a couple of others that, of course, I'm probably forgetting, that are turning up and playing in tournaments. I forget what Spam and Rice's team's called, but I'm sure they'll
Super Whale, SSW, yeah.
There we go. So I'm sure they'll continue to play in tournaments. But yeah, that diversity is always good, and especially with the number of tournaments we have, I honestly can't keep up with them at all. The only reason, I even told you, the only reason I played in that other tournament the other day is because I got invited like a month and a half ago. Almost completely forgot about it.
Yeah, you forgot about it. He almost forgets about it and then ends up winning the whole thing, which is pretty funny.
But yeah, like there's guys playing tournaments almost every day, it feels like, in Axie GG in different calls. You know, you've got the sort of Scala tournaments, you got smaller ones, like our guys host the E3, the Esports for Everyone ones. They're just like free to enter small prize pool ones just for practice. And yeah, there's loads of tournaments with different size prize pools and different ways of doing the formats, which is interesting. Of course, with testing around with formats, you also get a lot of very questionable formats, but I guess that's part and parcel with the growth.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Definitely true. I think let's get into this action here. So it's tempting to burst this bug. However, obviously the big threat here is the mech. If I can backdoor it and kill it, I kind of win the game because I'll get through this bug and I'll gravel the midliner and that'll be it. So I don't actually think I'll play this burst here. Also, my plan is never under threat here because he's never going front door. So I'll just go single cattail and try to draw my combo. And this is also perfect here that this goes down. Hopefully we don't lose both of those, which unfortunately we do. So that's tragic. But we also didn't attack into infinite shield, and he used all of his energy as well. So we have no bird cards. I'll run this by you real quick, Indes, since I have you on here. I'm definitely thinking double Goda here. This could be a pass round for him, and if I can keep him to 2 energy, that might buy me some more time before my bird goes down.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
But also damage too, so like double Goda, double Sandal, like that.
Yeah, I'm always scared of a toothless 1 card then double twin tail because I've seen the amount of damage that does. It's kind of disgusting. So that's always a worry, but you can't really account for that, can you?
Yeah, I'm gonna hope for the pass here. That's gonna be great if I can get it. This is really he's going for the kill, I think, up front. He's not going to get it, though. He's not going to get it. That's a big round. That's a huge round. Wow. And he wastes a Toothless. So, I mean, that's about as good as we could have asked for.
Yeah. Are these front tanks actually the most used ones? Because please tell me they're not. Because the amount of times I've tried to breed fish snack and I hit Yam on my bug farm, I think I had to stop breeding.
They're doing it for the Pocky mech only.
Yeah, I haven't seen that. They're doing it for the for the damage bonus. It looks like the guy has 2 energy. I mean, I don't think I need to do anything except try to get my back door.
I think gravel isn't the most awful because.
Oh, you're right. In case he.
Yeah.
That might have been bad. Oh, okay, that's huge. Waste a furball here, actually. Not waste, but it's kind of good that that's gone. And ouch. So, oh man, damn, you're right, bro. I messed up. The gravel would have been huge. I think we're in trouble now.
Well, he did use a lot of mech cards, so
I know, but now he Winghorn chomps, and it's too slow of a situation.
Well, you can always just go then gravel and then leave him in a range to where he'll just die to his own range cards into your Scaly Spoon.
Yeah, that's a good point. So gravel and try and get through this dusk with he can't kill my bird here unless he backdoor and toothless what's it called? Toothless Twin Tail. Do I play the bird cards?
You could even just go with the bird cards and then his mech's going to be low enough to where he can't.
You're right.
Nothing other than Pocky, really.
You're right. You're
and
totally
then as long
right.
as you got gravel trap, I think you should just be able to slowly win the slowest game ever as you try and chip down this midliner.
You're totally right. The gravel would have been a heads up play the round before. Oh wow. Oh my god, he wasted all those cards on my bird. So I have time. One thing I have here is time. I don't have damage though.
Yeah, that's the one thing with this Axie. As we sort of said at the start, like if you can't get out the damage Axie, then
oh boy. All right. We're gonna have to figure out a magical solution here. I think if I do this enough, then he still is like, think about this. He's plays any range cards and he dies on the back. So if I can just continue this path. I mean, look, 84. I do it enough times, this thing's gonna die. He's gonna start feeling that.
I was only thinking if it would have been worth it to play the 2 Bidens this turn and hold the energy for 1 more turn, because it was unlikely his mech was gonna attack this turn, right? He's really depleted, and then you start this roll.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that might have been better.
At the same time, you can now just go gravel, double spoon, and then next round double spoon, and then for the rest of the rounds just double spoon, and you'll win the game.
Bro, facts. Let's get it. All right, here we go. He's going to start feeling the heat. It's going to be a very uncomfortable situation, dude. A very uncomfortable situation for this guy.
Oh, man.
He's going to go into panic mode here. Look at this. Look at this. Are you guys watching? Chat?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Maybe one Biden's, I think, like that. And then that way I just do this forever. And then, you know.
Yeah. That's a good.
Yeah. Yeah, bro.
I'm sure he's just dead. Right?
Not today, bro. Not today. We're not gonna. We're not putting up with this today.
There's really nothing that brings me more joy than watching a mech die to its own range moves.
Oh
I've
my
loved using the double spoon.
What a perfect first game. Oh man, that was fun.
Oh dear.
I feel scared though, because I feel like Indes is gonna start busting out like the scaly mid and playing it like absolutely perfectly, and that's gonna be terrifying.
I'm a fan of the gravel Bidens. Definitely. I was trying to get them for so long.
The gravel Bidens or gravel spoon?
Just gravel Bidens with zigzag altogether. Because as you know, I always used gravel ants for the longest time, and then there was just never anything that you could actually sustain yourself in a 1v1 against anything with range moves. So when those Bidens plants started coming about, I was very happy to find out that a friend of mine had the genes to sort of move towards the gravel build, and yeah, it's definitely changed up the meta since.
I want to ask you a question, Indes. How does it feel? Like, I'm sure you're pretty much unfazed, but do you ever have moments where like, actually, let's play this real quick and then remind me after this about the birds. So this is the God team right here. This guy has the God team. One of the most expensive teams in Axie that you could buy. You probably paid like 1.5, maybe 2 ETH on this, depending. Oh, he's got a 46 speed mech, so maybe he paid a little less, but I'd say definitely around 1 Ethereum. So we got work cut out, but like at the end of the day, the beautiful thing here is we just need our back door, and then it's all good. So I'll be passing round 1. Not a whole lot for me to do here. 2 pincers, that's fine. Let's get those out of the way. We keep our sneaky raid, which is important. So now he's got 5 energy. Same situation. We don't really have a play, so it's just going to be a pass and then followed by a perfect draw next round. And that'll do.
Wow. Those plants are 0.15?
What's 0.5?
Popular. 0.15, which at the moment is a lot.
Oh, yeah. that plant was sitting at 0.24 when I sold it last week.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you ask you guys' opinion. So I think the obvious route is to go like this. I do think maybe it's unorthodox, but perhaps I just rip this off as well, like as a precautionary thing. If he goes front, like I have to kill this mech here, but I don't know if it's like he probably never goes front though, to be honest. So maybe I just do this.
Yeah, I think you'd be alright. Because the problem is if he was to go front, he'd probably even survive if he went with the zigzag scaly spoon and get a decent amount of shield up unless he's going double twin.
This looks like he is going front, which is sort of scary, but at the same time, oh no, he's going back. No, that's not gonna work, bro. Not today. Not today. No.
Here's the it low enough for the post fight.
He is, and he's feeling a sense of urgency because, like, he has some mech cards, but I have a faster bird, so that's what he's freaking out about. He played 3 energy, and I destroyed 1, so he goes to 5 again, I think, because he was at 7. So 4, 3, 5. Yeah, he goes to 5. So now we're not out of the woods, but the good news is he only has 1 more. Does he have 2? I think he has 2 parasites. No, he's got 1 discard left. He has 1 parasite. So I don't really need to worry about anything here. And I haven't seen bone sales yet, so I'm just going to chill and pass. And I could have played a cattail here, but I forgot to. So 1, 2, 3 energy. I'm assuming 4, 5, 4 energy. So he's gonna have 3 next round. I'll go ahead and heal up a bit, and I don't care about the Yam because I have Bidens on my midliner. But heal up, just a small insurance policy against some crazy crit from like a 3-card combo to my plant. And then I just saw the other Bone Sail. Definitely the Cattail because we'll see the other Parasite here. So something like this. He'll have the other Bone Sail too. I could, you know, if I really wanted to get fancy, I could pass. He'll have about 120 shield. Or 72. Or he'll have 72. This will be a kill though, I think. Maybe not. Hope I didn't butcher this. Okay, we're gonna get a card back. What's he have? 3 energy?
Yeah, I think based off your count from last time, yeah.
What did he just play? So he's got another Bone Sail, 100.
Got another Winghorn combo.
Yeah, he
Most
does.
likely throwing that to the middle again.
He does. I think I do this, this, and this, maybe. Buy some time. I also completely lost track of his energy. I got caught up in the action. We'll have to see. Hopefully this just gives me some time here to draw some more cards and get another gravel. The downside is having all 3 of my Axies alive. That's, you know, definitely not great. 2 Winghorns, 2 Grass Snakes, if he has that. Not too likely. 1 gravel here, Indes, no zigzag, right?
Yeah, that would be the play.
Should be able to draw like an egg or something next turn as well.
Yeah.
Choose from an egg. Did they discard an egg? I wasn't
Yeah, they
paying
did.
too much attention. Right, okay. I was gonna say it looked a bit weird. Yeah, now the second one, yeah.
Well, now we should be able to get an egg on the next go, unless he
But
Winghorns.
they're still keeping that alive.
Yeah, unless he Winghorns. But if he does, then
You'll be drawing on your plant at least. after
yeah,
that.
I don't know if I want to keep the bird alive.
That
Are
would
you-
keep it alive.
You
to be
would?
honest, if you played the Toothless. I mean, you're bound to draw an egg. That would delay the game 1 more turn. It's just
Yeah,
like,
yeah, you're right. I need time. 2 Winghorns kills it no matter what, I think. All right, I'm gonna go this route.
you have so much energy too.
This is we'll see how this goes. Oh wow, he goes into my plant. That was questionable, I think.
Yeah.
So was my ordering there.
Unless, well, I get, maybe he was expecting the egg. I'm not sure, but even then, just to ensure it, the back door was definitely the better play.
So I think now, wait,
Oh,
he
no,
he
okay.
he has stuff now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He played 2 Winghorns there too.
What can he? How much damage? I don't want to give him. He can do like how much damage? What do I need to do? All of them? No.
3 is probably safest.
Yeah.
Not
And then-
quite sure on his energy, because if he has...
Yeah, I'm not either, but I'm happy to not give him. I'm happy to not break his shield, and like get him pretty low on stuff. We're fine here. We're healthy. We're healthy.
I'm very confused at that order. Surely he could have just gone Grass Snake, Chomp, Chomp, Bone Cell, and then left you very, very low.
Oh, hello. Good morning. This is nice. Can't kill myself though.
Yeah, there you go. If no, I'm being slow. That's only with Unco.
I'm gonna need to draw big damage on my midline here. He's got to be depleted. He's got to be depleted.
Yeah, I think he's out.
There we go.
Oh my god. Are you kidding? That's literally
perfection.
Gavel? No, I got everything, bro. I got the whole kit and caboodle.
Nice.
I got everything, bro.
we're delayed by like I think 5 or 6 seconds. So.
And the wing horns are gonna slap him in the face as well.
he hurt himself for more than he did damage to you.
Wow, what a game.
Yeah. Probably. I don't think there's any situation where playing those wing horns is the best player.
Yeah. I also don't know about the round where he threw them into my midliner. I guess he's thinking that, the midliner is the threat. Wow, that guy must be up there because I was already high up.
Yeah, he's quite high up. If you just go back on the replay quickly, I'm intrigued about the turn where he didn't jump beneath your tank.
Same.
Okay.
Because I would have thought he'd have a full hand.
Let's take a look. Let's take a look.
Yeah, I was also wondering why he didn't just chomp too. Weird.
Yeah, because I thought with the grass snake it might have been enough. I don't know my new damage after skill change, but it looked a bit hairy.
Some close games.
So turn 1 where the egg got discarded.
That was sad there.
Oh,
Getting rid of this plant would have been nice. Okay, so we must be approaching that turn pretty soon here. Okay.
Yeah, I think it was after he chose not to wing horn.
Right. There's guys also I kind of asked, kill the bird, sacrifice the bird at some point, or keep it alive. And we saw how important keeping it alive turned out to be, right? And that's the thing with the egg. It's one of the most powerful cards in the game. Being able to draw your opponent away, buy time, sacrifice the bird. Sometimes not even sacrifice it, but early on you can play it and have them chip away at you. Not as effective if you have post fight. It's better if you have hair for that play. But it's huge to try to keep all your options open, as we got to see there, even though it was tempting earlier to sack it. So this is the round, right?
The turn after this, yeah.
No, this is it.
Somebody in chat said round 8 was expecting an egg, but there's actually no reason not to go play the winghorn first there, other than 2 extra damage from 1 poison tick. So it's really not worth not going with the back door there.
Yeah.
But yeah, here. What's the damage on the cards? I don't know the damage anymore, but
well, he's not.
He's
not killing me here because it's 1 chomp. Oh, he has 2 chomps. Yeah, no. Yeah, this is a big F. I think he wins if he just goes chomp chomp. I think it's. Wait, we can actually see the damage. I have 179 HP right now. Let's take a look, just for the fun of it.
Well, you will still be alive, but you'll be super low.
With the grass snake tick as well.
Yeah, with the grass snake tick as well.
I might not be alive. So I have 179.
But I guess you didn't gravel, did you? So
no.
And then he would have played an egg, but then you would have been so low that it would have definitely been a lot tighter.
Okay, so that's 88. It would have been what? Chomp, chomp, and then 88 damage to the face. So 88 would have hit me, and then 1 other chomp. You're right, I would have lived. And then 82. So I would have had No, but like 9 HP. But I think that's I'm done then with the poison. It's very,
would it have been a draw in the round 11 then instead of a win? It would have been close.
But I would have had 9 HP. That's after he. I don't know if that's after he. That's not even counting these poison ticks. He would have gone Grass Snake, Chomp, Bone Sail, and that would have been an extra.
I would have got 8 damage.
6 damage. Yeah, I would have died. I would have died. My Bidens would have killed me, I think.
How much HP did you have at the start?
179.
179. Oh yeah.
Let's do the math quickly. Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah, you would have actually died if he did chomp then.
I would have died, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's not how that shit went down.
I mean, he was probably fully expecting an egg. So, yeah, at the end of the day.
Yeah, I think it was actually... What health were you at again? Sorry, was it 179?
179.
You would have lived with 1 HP because of the extra tick before the Bidens clears it. The chatter off by just the one, but yeah, 1 HP. So
I would have lived after the Bidens, or I would have killed myself.
You would have lived with 1 HP after the Bidens.
So we still get there, folks. We still get there.
Wow, that was that was a tight game. I
That
guess
was a
the
tight
hope
game.
that from them was that you were not going to draw enough cards to clear the poison or get the cards you needed off. But yeah, definitely the Chomp Beneath would have been ideal.
Yeah, that was a crazy game for sure. Guys, look at the link in the description. I'll just say it super quick. Go follow 1437 on Twitch, twitch.tv/1437. Our charity event is tomorrow. It will be hosted on his Twitch channel. Giveaways, fun, 8 of the best players showing up and showing out to compete to win an On-Chain Monkey and a bunch of AXS. On-Chain Monkey sponsored this. We're grateful. They put up 5 Ethereum to Typhoon relief efforts. We'll see you guys there 6 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. So what do you guys think? How should we wrap this up? I think those were 2 amazing games. Does Indes want? Can I have Indes play a game? I don't know if I can.
Oh god.
I would love if we can.
If I could run one quick game with that budget team.
Yes. Let's go. Come on, Indes.
I'm gonna be I'm gonna go have dinner, guys. So you guys have fun.
All right.
With that. I did have one question before I left. When you use Grass Snake, does it apply the poison on the Grass Snake when you use it? Does it do 2 damage?
Oh, I'm not actually sure.
Because
I don't think it does.
I can't remember.
I don't think it does. No.
Okay.
Because I think that would have been the difference there. Had it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That would have meant he would have taken 2 extra damage and then you'd be dead. But I thought you did, but I guess you don't. Then you'd live with 1 HP. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I'm actually not sure.
Okay, cool. Anyway, I'll let you guys to it. Thank you guys for having me. It was amazing. See you guys later.
Thanks, Theban. See you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh, it takes effect after using Grass Snake, so that's good.
Let's see whether my Wi-Fi can handle the stream.
What a great push. It's always nice when you have a good Axie day.
Yeah.
How about while you set that up, man, how about Fruit Guy? Our opinion on Fruit Guy has evolved over time, right? Like, what were you going to say?
I was asking if he's still about because, I haven't checked the leaderboards.
Dude, rank 29, and like, I got a lot of respect for him. There was a time early on where he would play some really high throttle teams, and I mean, we all kind of did at different times in our careers, and we weren't sure, we kind of annoyed with him or didn't think he's that great. And then as we played against him more and more, like, he's one of the most savvy players in my opinion. Like, he actually thinks ahead. He thinks about, like, he counts energy. He does all the things and is like consistently at the top of the leaderboard. We don't know who he is. That's the thing. Yeah, he's anonymous like this whole time. I think there's suspicion he's from Vietnam. I think that's what I heard.
Yeah, I don't know, but he's definitely one of my favourite players to play against in Arena. I used to talk to you about it because, as he said, he counts energy, he counts the cards, he knows what his best plays are, and those are always the most fun players to have the outplay battle with.
Yeah.
And fortunately for me, I got on the better end of him a lot of the time back in those seasons. But I'd be interested to see how that changes now with the meta, because back then it used to be me playing double Aqua against his old toothless Yam midliner with that healing reptile at the back.
Dude, that fucking team was so annoying. One of the most annoying teams of all time in Axie Infinity.
Yeah, I remember, I think I beat him 4 times, 4 out of 4 on the last sort of 3 or 4 days of the season, just because I'd finally managed to work him out. But of course, back then you could watch replays as well. So we had a quick study session on him and kind of worked out how he played.
Oh, on his Axie zone, you were looking.
Yeah, but nowadays you can't do that, so you haven't really got the same thing.
Yeah, for sure. Did he have Incisor on his or was it Cerastus?
It was heal. It was a healing aroma on there.
Right.
That's
it was
what made
Rosebud. Oh my
so
god.
tricky to play against.
So how many exist? Not for sale. We want any purity, I guess. We don't want to filter speed or anything. There's 15 of them.
Yeah, at the time there were 2 or 3.
2.
There were 2 that were playable and there was 1 that wasn't. He had one of them. Some random fella I actually found on Discord had the other. That would have been the one of those first 3 that are on your screen there that he didn't own. And then there was the one with the bird parts, which I think actually sold for a decent amount, just because somebody wanted to model their team off of him.
Yep, this thing here is disgusting. It was back then. I think now it's probably a lot of not the worst Axie to be playing right now. And look, he still owns it, which is pretty cool because this was such a strong Axie. It's slow, so you get tons of energy gain. It's so hard to kill with heal and snail, and he could spam like certain combinations of these cards in the late game, and it was such a difficult one to get around. He ran it with a Toothless Bite, Yam, I forget, like 2 high damage card, midliner to start chipping away, in some cases kill your back line. And
you have to make a lot of outplays there on this team, especially when you don't have a good matchup, which I unfortunately never did. But yeah, dude, that's what made it so fun, was that challenge. Whereas nowadays, it feels a bit less on the challenging side and a bit more on the card draw side.
It does. You're right. And the thing about him is that like this whole time, one of the things I admire about him and really about a lot of these OGs is like, he would play a team, he'd have like 1 or 2 really good teams each season, and the next season he'd show up with a different one, like fairly quickly. Yeah. And he popularized, I think he was one of the first to start running like Plant Biden's backliners.
I think he was the first by a mile.
He was? You do? Okay.
Yeah, he used it the season before. So my recollection of that at least is the season before, might have even been 2 seasons or like, off season then a season. And he would run his Biden zigzag hotbit Cerastus. Yeah. And I remember when Poison started becoming a thing, I was like, all right, well, I better try and get ahead of this as well. And I thought, okay, what can improve that? And I bought up all the Hatsunes at the time that were on the market, Beach and Cactus. And so that was like the earliest rendition of the Kairu plant build. And around that same sort of time as well, that was when, the story I mentioned earlier about asking a breeder friend of mine to get the gravel on there as well. That was sort of around that time. And fortunately enough for when collecting the Hatsune ones, they were just regular pure Axies that have been around for ages. But yeah, he, as you said, he's always felt like he's a bit ahead of the meta. I haven't run into him for a while, but I know that
what he's running right now, right?
No, what is he?
So, well, actually, more of a classic build, not the most original thing right now. But I think he's running just a Arco, Nemo, I think Scarab or Sandal midline Aqua with a bird on the back, hair I think with egg and tri-feather for the damage, and then a classic type of plant up front. But of course, he plays it very well.
Yeah, Kairu's played against him a couple of times whilst we've been on call, and Fruit Guy has a reputation for always being in Kairu's head, and Kairu can never work him out, and it's fucking brilliant.
Dude, Kairu, same, bro. Like, When I play him, because Fruit Guy's gotten the better end of me, I think, over the years. Like, you know, sometimes you have a great day, but a lot of the time he's gotten me. And you know, I think, yeah, it's funny. It's funny how some players are like that. But you know what? I was gonna say, I remember what I was gonna ask you earlier, Indes, is how does it feel like? Well, I guess credit where credit's due to Fruit Guy, because he definitely, in my recollection, was the very first one to show up with a plant that has like zigzag, for instance, on the back line, and that was before I think it even did 60 damage, if I remember. He just like did this for some reason, and like it worked incredibly well, like super hard to kill, tons of.
Yeah. Wasn't even the poison season, was it? It was after that. Like there was not really any reason to have to run Bidens.
You're right. There was no grass snake. He just did it for the shield and whatever debuffs might hit him, and the health and the indestructibility. So my question though is like, how does it feel creating, like, for instance, you took that and you went with like the gravel builds, the new evolved versions of the plant. And there was a time when like really you were the only one that had something, not this one, but like the cactus, you know, gravel. There was only a few of them in existence, and I think you recalled that earlier, kind of how they came about, and you were hyped. So like, what does it feel like to create something like this, or originate the idea, or implement it, and then a season or two later to see it literally everywhere still? Right? Like, I've had my moments where I create a meta build and it's good for like a brief period of time or a season. You've kind of done this for, I think now 2 seasons at least. What is it? Do you feel like, all these guys are, I don't know. What does it feel like to see that?
Well, I take on the approach of imitation's the highest form of flattery, as opposed to being annoyed that they're copying it. Yeah. And then I guess you've always got to hold on. But for me, at least, you've always got to think, well, I play it better than them. You can't get into the thinking of, well, they're better than me. That's when I think it would start bothering you. If you see this person that's copied your build and they're doing better than you in the leaderboards, or they're better than you in tournaments, that would be when it gets frustrating. But I guess I can always hold on to that. I feel like I play those teams the best. And Baldur mentions it in chat there. That's that one thing that's the only annoying part for me, is that I've definitely built a lot of Axies or teams over the time, and more often than not, I never get credit with it. Whether it's just because I don't actually, say that I've made a build or anything like that. I think that the gravel plant actually is called the Jubbles plant by the vast majority, because Jubbles was the guy that my breeder friend actually found, just a popular streamer on Facebook, and it was like, okay, I'm going to give him the build, so he popularizes it and gets people to try and play with it, because back in the old days that was my job. But I'd always be on the leaderboards and people would be able to see the team and they'd be like, okay, I want to copy that. But around then I wasn't streaming, and I also wasn't pushing. I was mainly playing it in tournaments, so he found Jubbles to do it, and got credited to him. But even goes as far back as the Blackra and Bird Beast. I'd lay claim to a lot of the early Bird Beast teams, and also the Blackra.
Yo, lay it down, Indes. I've had these conversations, but it's time people know. I mean, he did. Yeah, why don't we talk about that? Because a lot of people don't know the history of Axie. And so Bird Beast it's one of the most common things in the game still, especially starting out, one of the better beginner builds. And you'll see it in the top 100. You'll see it in the top, maybe more so top like 500 range these days, but like you'll run into Mech Bird right now. So where did give us a history lesson here.
Yeah, so this one was, it must have been the first season I ever played Axie. So I started like in season 4 off season. Season 5 was the first season I ever played. And back then, Axie GG, so Chief and then Chaz was the main other breeder. They bred the first perfect bird. The little owl, egg, shell, pigeon post didn't exist at the time. They bred the first of that.
I gotta stop you for a second, guys. Or Indes, sorry. Guys, imagine this. I think a lot of people don't even understand, or they take it for granted or whatever. He's saying when he says the first perfect bird, he means like literally the first pure bird with the moveset. Like now they're everywhere. There was a time it's so insane to wrap your head around it. And I remember you telling me about like the first time a pure aqua came out. Like you'd already been playing the game for a little while and there was no pure aquas. There was all kinds of mangled Axies. Look at what has happened. Look how this game has evolved. It's absolutely insane. So sorry to cut you off there, but what he's saying is the first pigeon post bird with fucking, what's it called, post fight did 140 damage at the time, by the way.
That was later on.
You're right. Yeah, this must have been Swallow.
Swallow was the one back then. Post fight took a long time to get to it after that.
Yeah.
This is how far back we're speaking. But yeah, so I started off with like £75 back then, and that got me 0.6 ETH. So I bought one Rimp off of Chief's friend at the time. That was the most expensive Axie I bought because they were the shit back then. That was the best piece you could buy. And then I got some other Axies, and I didn't really use those other Axies. They were just for breeding and flipping. But the Rimp was really the one that I liked playing with. I tested about with some different builds, but that's when I really started getting to grips with the damages. 15% better against this, 15% worse against that, and I was like, all right, well, this bird that I've got from Chief and this Rimp, why don't I try using them together? And at the time there were a couple of other people who had used birds with beasts, but nobody used these birds. Eggshell wasn't really a used move. They just went with damage instead, and they didn't really exist with the backdoor either. And I think the closest rendition, it was either Clumsier or Gold Boot. They had a Rimp with Babylonia, Goda, Nemo, and then a bird. I think it was just a damaged bird at the time. So yeah, I had these two Axies together, and as I said, I didn't have much of a budget, so the front tank I was using was a pumpkin, zigzag, heal, tiny dino tank. And you can even go back to these really early chats in the arena Discord, in the Axie main, and Dabaz would say, Indes, you don't even use these two Axies. You don't need those two Axies. It's all about the bird and the Rimp. He was on Levox, so it wasn't even like a word of advice. It was more like, these two Axies are so good together, you don't even need the tank. And at the time, everybody, as I said, they had different backdoors. Little owls were mainly the thing. I had it on slower birds and all sorts. So oftentimes I'd find that my bird would get backdoored, and then my Rimp would just be dead meat, and they could knock it out. So the next addition to my team was an energy tank. Now, Chief, again, this goes back to how old Axie GG are. Chief was breeding the first line of energy tanks, and by that I mean leaf bug tanks.
Yeah.
With any of the 3 plant cards.
Yeah.
So one of the ones that he had a plant that was a bit fast, but he also had this aqua. And now, of course, this is really commonplace now, is to cover yourself against backdoor with speeds, but nobody really did it back then. So I was thinking, all right, well, this aqua, I think it was 42 speed, so it's faster than my Rimp, because it was a pure at the time. And I was like, all right, well, if I get backdoored and my bird goes, then my Rimp's going to still be fine, and I'll be able to do some damage with it. So that was my team. And at the time, it was me racing Dabaz for the season 1. And I think I tilted. And then when I got this aqua, I just went on an absolute tear. And I managed to win my first season, and that was the team. And at the time...
Wait, what was the final team? Remind me. It was
We had, so the aqua was Pumpkin, Sirius, Leafbug, I think Carrot as well, which people are pleased to know.
Aqua, yeah.
Yeah, an aqua. And then the Rimp and the perfect bird.
The bird.
So yeah, I managed to win that season, but at the time, again, this will be a shock to most people. Scaly Spoon would reflect 100% of the damage of range moves. And Fish Snack used to also stun indefinitely. So let's say you got one stun, it would carry on stunning you. So it got to a point where people started using Fish Snack aquas and Scaly Spoon aquas because I couldn't kill it with my Rimp.
Yeah.
And my bird would get completely stunned. So
or dead, right?
Yeah, so early on, I really had to make a lot of outplays, and that was one of the teams. You had the eggshell, you had the backdoor. That really was one of the earliest things I can remember of a team where I really felt like I could outplay the opponent, and you had that outplay potential on it. And yeah, so that was the earliest one that I can remember making. And of course, later on, it's funny, I'm actually planning out a video at the moment to cover the history of Double Aqua.
Oh, nice.
I caught up with a friend of mine, Biove, who from my recollection prior to speaking to him, I thought he built the Blackware and I just helped him make it better. But it turns out we actually theory built it together when we were practicing. And that'll also be another surprise, as at the time, people didn't really use speed ups or speed downs or anything like that. So people just started testing Koi. People had sort of sponge and bone cell midliners. I'll always credit the Boz. He was the one that used the first like pliers, bone cell, Nemo, Aqua in the mid. This was at the time where pliers wasn't really used, and so Beolva had a sponge version, and we both agreed sponge was the best there. And so we went out looking for Kois because we were trying to counter my bad beastie. That was easily the best team at the time, and we didn't want to try and find a complete counter. We wanted to try and build something that was, you know, solid and had different chance in different matchups. So that's when this idea of the Koi Aqua at the back covered by the midliner came about. And yeah, I was tracking down some old Axies that I'd bought and I was using at the time, and it's crazy to see how it's evolved, because I think the earliest one I used, it was 55k ID. It had Koi, Risky Fish, Jewel Blade, Goldfish, and it had 2 bug parts for the eyes and ears. So it was a 49 speed. Couldn't
Hilarious.
even outspeed a bird with one Koi. But that was the sort of stuff we were working with back then.
Bro, that's so funny. Like, look how far it's come, right? That's amazing. And I remember the first, like, I remember you trying to get the first Blue Moon Cuckoo Aqua,
oh God,
like,
yeah.
and being like trying forever to get this, like, so he could have a range card against Gravelant and the extra damage. And like now there's an infinite number of them, but like I remember he finally popped out, or he had the recessives for it and he was hyped, and then like bred it and it came out, and like the first 1 or 2 of those, right? Absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
The Hairbird, the first 1 or 2 of those.
Oh my, Hairbird's another
for
one.
So much back then.
Funnily enough, it's even it gets accredited to you a lot of the time, which I saw you played it up in a recent video, which I appreciated.
Yeah, that's an incorrect credit.
The Hairbirds, that one, if you check the IDs, mine's 500k. There's not another one till it's either 1.2 or 2 mil. You know, it's a really long time till that came out.
Yeah.
And I tried to breed it, never managed to hit one. So all this time, all these breeders have you know, managed to print them over the months really since I started using it, and made a lot of money off of it, which always sort of winds me up a bit that I didn't manage to cash in on it at all. But yeah, still, as you said, got that pride of making a build that's now absolutely everywhere.
Yeah,
because that really took over the meta.
It really, really did. Great build, still to this day. And you know, I pride myself. It's so funny hearing it as what did you say? You have 500k? Was that right?
Yeah, 500k ID.
Yeah, 500k ID. I pride myself on the 4.8 milli, because almost everyone I face, my bird is faster still at this. Like, that just shows you like how things have skyrocketed since then. Like, but yeah, that's Indes, Ivan Garcia, the GOAT. He's on the channel right now. Gonzalo, thank you for the donation. A couple people donated. Appreciate that. And someone up here, Paulo, thank you so much for being here, guys. Tune in tomorrow. We got our METAT8 Charity event happening. We got Indes on the podcast right now, and it's been a great stream. I got to tell you, I love hearing these things about the history of Axie. Like, it's so fascinating, and I really enjoy. If anyone's not already watching Indes, like, go to his YouTube channel and subscribe. I think it's youtube.com/Indes, right?
Yeah, it's either Indes or _AxieGG. I think Indes was taken when I finally worked out to put a link on there.
Indes _AxieGG.
Yeah, I think that would be it. Let me check.
Let's take a look. I'll just open it up. Yeah, that's it. I got it right here. Guys, go subscribe to this guy. Like, he knows the game better than anyone. Like, just flat out. And you know, you can see here the engagement. All his videos are insane because all the real like PvP heads are going to be watching this. And I love your videos, evolution of the builds. Super entertaining to see like how it's progressed, and to understand that like we're at the very beginning. I mean, we have potentially, you know, V2 on the way. That'll be an entirely new thing to explore. There's rumors of V1 sticking around with it. We'll have to see. But God, what a journey it's been. I love Axie. Indes does as well. And let's let's do this. Like, let's wrap up with you. Like, let's get a game in there with that budget team of yours. I think that will be fun.
All right. Be a nice way to sort of cap off the history lesson. But yeah, those evolution of videos is definitely the one I've got, you know, the most positive feedback from people in XCGG or people, you know, my normal videos would probably already know all of it, but a lot of this history stuff, I mean, even you sort of can't remember everything that was all the way back then. So imagine how it is for these people that started when Ronan was out, or even after Ronan was out. They've got absolutely no recollection of any of this.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely one of my more favourite ones to make, and gonna continue making those.
Yeah.
Sort of documentary style even.
I love it. All right, so if you guys are tuning in late, this is the Indes budget team. I think 0.07, right? Something like that.
Let me just check quickly.
Yeah, 0.07.
My other one. Yeah, 0.071.
Yeah.
That's the one I was using before, the 0.089. Yeah. See what we get. Hopefully, gonna get a decent enough match to show it off.
So for again, if you're new, like the concepts here.
Ooh, right.
Yeah. You'll see it play out, but basically high shield card there on the Aqua in the mid, and then the 0 cost on the Koi here. Not as essential these days, but much preferred by Indes. Lots of flexibility. I'll let you take it away.
All right, so here, this is a bit of an upgraded, but yeah, standard shrimp. Bit scary with our backliner. We can of course brick wall it there, but yeah, not ideal. Midliner of course having no speed up, not having the Arco does make this a bit of a more scary proposition if we are backdoored. Healing on the front tank, we do have Scarab to help with that a bit. So gonna go aggressive round one. Wouldn't normally do this with my team, but of course I've got Scarab here, so you know you got that to fall back on. Bit of Navarga value there.
Yeah, that's true.
Of course,
that's hilarious on a plant. Like attack first, get a bonus. It's too funny.
Yeah. So yeah, here he's at 4 energy. So we're just going to pass, because although he could shrimp us, you know, leaving your tank completely bare round 2 would be quite a ballsy move. So we're not really expecting that here.
Yeah, there you go. Look at that, guys. Classic round 2 pass where they go for the defense and we just go for the chilling out, right?
Yeah. Oh my God, this combo is so disgusting. I still can't get over that this actually exists. It's tank almost all dead in one.
It's so dumb. It's so dumb. But he did use all of his energy.
Yep.
One bone sail got played there.
Yeah, I actually break my own rule with this team. Wasn't able to find one where the Nemo attacks before the backliner.
Oh, right.
Yeah, one of the standard rules of the Aqua, but doesn't matter all that much here with the Might Bite, because we are able to still deal enough damage with the Might Bite, or use it to finish off combos. So here we're going to play really light and undercommit on here. Although we haven't seen any lead books yet, we did just see quite a lot from the opponent.
I mean, this was extremely light. I'm going to ask you. I'd like to ask what made you so confident to go that light there, but maybe after the game.
All right, so next round 4. Know that the backdoor is somewhat of a possibility, but we also cover it with 2 cards, so fortunate enough to draw those. Then here, we just got to work out what the most efficient damage is. Yeah. So we'll definitely get the kill. Could even... I think this is a better play. So we go like this. So one card on our backliner, because we're expecting to survive. Then we can just go everything here.
I love that.
Because we're still going to get one more Teal Shell. Just reorder that to make sure we hit it. We know we're going to get one more. So if they try to pass and, just take on the double kill with the mech, we'll at least have a Teal Shell to fall back on. If our draw does end up really wayward. But yeah, we should be covered there.
And here we go. So I'm assuming we're going to see the backdoor here, which, like you said, you're covering it with the 40 shield. Not a problem. So we would miss out on like all the crazy shield there on the mid, but at the end of the day, that mech has no backdoor. So like once we get the kill, now this is gonna kill, right? Oh,
yeah, we're
close.
Gonna kill.
Wow.
But this is where we've made a bit of mistake. I'm not sure how good this guy is, but if you notice what's gonna happen there.
I think he has 2 energy, right?
Mm-hmm. So if this person is good, they're going to use their Piranha, 1 energy guarantee kill on our backliner.
Oh yeah.
So we're in a bit of a rough spot here. This covers the shrimp, so I'm gonna hope that he doesn't know the piranha interaction, and I'm gonna play that.
Okay, he only has 2
distance.
energy, so you should. Let's see what happens. I'm home.
Let's see if he knows the
Oh
interaction.
no!
He doesn't know
he
the
plays a
interaction.
shrimp. He doesn't know. He doesn't know. Oh shit.
Poor guy. I feel bad.
That's rough. But
and now just
rip.
finish
Let's
off
go into the
time
replay after this, so we can tell him, like, we can show them, you know, what's what. Oh, now you're just toying with him. You're not gonna play your midline?
Nah, this is enough. I hope. But
What a savage.
as Kari just said, check the replay if he has it. I would think in that round he's guaranteed it. It was quite late in the game. What was it, round 5?
Yeah, it seems like he would have. He only played 1 piranha.
Yeah. So, yeah, we haven't thrown her. We do know the damage. Just like showing off the clamshell a bit there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was, as you can see, a bit lower on. Haven't been pushing up, but yeah. So, look.
Okay, let's take a look.
If he had it, I'm going to be very sort of upset because as a piranha lover myself,
yeah, it's one of the most fun cards to
me.
actually pull off.
Yeah, I'm sure AK's somewhere screaming as well because he always loves the piranha interaction as well. So let's see.
It's one that, like, against birds you can get really tricky with. He might have not drawn it. It's possible.
Yeah, he might not have. Please say he doesn't draw it just for
it's unlikely, but
no,
he has it. Oh god. Oh no. Rough. At the end of the day, though, Indes, you would have won anyway. Like, you would have beat this.
I would hope, but at the same time,
he's got Arcos.
Speed up and he's got
Yeah. It would have been close.
Yeah.
Hilarious. So guys, let this be a lesson. Yeah.
So this targets injured enemy if this Axie's HP is below 50%. So this only works if an Axie is completely undamaged. So you see here we've got 420 health, full HP. So this would have gone straight through to our backliner because they've got lower than 50% health. The opponent just has to have any damage done to them. So let's say we were at 417. It would have still targeted us.
Would have gone there.
So yeah, very rough that the opponent didn't notice that.
It is. It's rough. It's something that you can consider against, like, post-fight birds. They're not that common these days, but, you know, occasionally, like, keep an eye out, right? If you lead with the piranha, you get the interaction with bypassing everything else and can easy kill some birds in that situation if you're below 50% HP, which isn't all too often you're in that situation, but, you know, from time to time that will happen, or you can anticipate it, like, oh, I'm going to get attacked, but I'm going to live, most likely with, you know, somewhere under 50% HP. So it's it's good we got a little lesson here on that, though.
Yeah, so that, as you said, that was the old cookie piranha. That was the play AK and I pulled off in dire spots. But also, my first shrimp had Babylonia, goldfish, and piranha, and that was one of my favourite plays. Sort of the partial backdoor that people do a lot now with the glass snake team and all of that.
You injure them, and then you wait until exactly. Yeah, that's
you could often save energy and whip that off. It was really good in the this was around your time as well. It was really good in the double bug, not double bug, the backline bug matters where you couldn't always kill one. Yeah. So if they had fish next snail shell, you could whip back over and catch them off with that.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah.
Well, this was a great game. Great way to end. We all won out tonight. I won my games. Indes won his game. So that's sometimes the best you can ask for. We're definitely gonna be happy with that. Thanks, Indes, so much for coming on to the stream, like, last minute. Super fun to, like, reconnect. It's been a while. Wow, my desktop's disgusting. Too long. Absolutely. And I've learned. Now I've got my team and everything else, but, like, pretty much everything I know about Axie I learned from Indes, like, early on, right? He was the guy who taught me all these core concepts and helped me along, so I owe a lot to him. And it's great to, like, still be here, still grinding, like, growing in this game. And so thanks, Indes, for all you've done for me and for the Axie community. Yeah, we appreciate you.
Well, thanks for having me on. As you said, it's been a while. Good to finally catch up. Feel good to be able to have a call for a long amount of time and not feel like shit afterwards. But yeah, definitely good to catch up, and appreciate the all the praise you sent my way.
Yeah, awesome. All right, guys, so we'll wrap up. Tune in tomorrow, December 22nd, 6 p.m. Eastern time. It's going to be Thursday for you in the Philippines. If you're out there, 7 a.m. on Thursday, our charity event. Some great players here to compete, raise awareness around the Philippines. Some little prize pool action for our players as well. And On-Chain Monkey donated 5 Ethereum to help make this possible. One of my favorite NFT projects. Really solid floor price in my opinion for something that has a great team and a lot of promise in the future in my opinion. Don't invest what you can't risk losing. This is NFTs, they're crazy, right? So just be smart in that sense. OCM2 is going to be on the way where all the monkeys you hold get a crazy airdrop second version that are flashier. But these are simple because they were created in one transaction. They live on Ethereum. They're on-chain monkeys, which is quality in terms of security. All right, guys, we're going to wrap up. You are all amazing. Thanks so much for being here. Tune in. Also some giveaways tomorrow for the charity event. Go follow twitch.tv 1437 /1437. That's where we're going to be at. And it's going to be a blast. On that note, thanks again. Thanks for being here, Indes. And we'll see you all soon. Peace.
Au revoir.